Well, I'm Toby.
And I'm Savannah.
And this is the, second trailer for The Rise of Skywalker from a certain point of view. So it was dropped at D23. So exciting. A lot of things. That's when the Mandalorian trailer came from. Season 7 of Clone Wars trailer has come out now. We'll be doing that one next. But this is what everybody was waiting for. I think it was kind of a shock. Nobody really saw this coming. Super excited. So let's. I don't want to waste any more time talking. Let's just watch. Push play.
Generations within you now. But this is your fight. Yes, it's him.
Oh my god! What?
That was a really cool lightsaber.
Well, there's something you don't see. Did Raiders have a double-bladed lightsaber?
That, like...
Snapped into a double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah. That was really cool.
I mean, what a build-up for that.
I like that they showed all the...
Scenes from every movie in order of theatrical release, mind you.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Starting with George Lucas's favorite scene of Star Wars, Luke looking at the twin suns. That is his all-time favorite. So starting off with that,
you're starting off on a high note right there.
Oh my god! And that's where the Binary Sunset comes from. That's like everybody knows that tune. Everybody loves that score. I mean, just going through everything. Showed a little less of episode 2, 3, and 8.
That's true.
Every other episode got a little bit more than that. Episode 1 got almost the same, but what about that new stuff?
Yeah.
C-3PO with red eyes? What is he getting, a new program system in or something? He's only programmed for etiquette and protocol.
Yeah.
That's what he does. What is he getting now?
It's gonna end up being like episode 2 where he's like somehow he's like shooting people. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm terribly sorry about this. Did you see all those Star Destroyers?
Yeah, that was a.
That wasn't. Those aren't First Order. Those are Imperial Star Destroyers.
Oh, okay.
So we've always felt like the unknown regions is going to come back in huge. It's always something that was talked about in Star Wars. Palpatine felt the disturbance from the edge of the unknown regions. Jakku is on the edge of wild space and unknown regions. I mean, she's there. That's where Jakku is. If you read the book Aftermath series that came out by Chuck Wendig, you know that Palpatine built observatory on Jakku and a bunch of other stuff and had a whole contingency plan for if he ever died, which was that the Empire wasn't to survive. Seeing all the Rebel ships come out of hyperspace was awesome, but then there was like 200 Star Destroyers. That was an insane amount of Star Destroyers. I have a theory on that. It involves that man right there.
See, I know. I really.
Which we're making a video about why we think there should be a live action Grand Admiral Thrawn, and who we think top 10 of who we think could play it.
My only concern there is that they wouldn't introduce him because then that would have the Spider-Man 3 syndrome. There's just too many villains.
That's fair.
You can't have Kylo and Hux and
I know, but
Thrawn and Palpatine coming back.
Thrawn was basically the one who helped navigate the unknown regions for Palpatine.
No, I agree, and I mean, Thrawn would be amazing. I mean, that would just, it could either go really well because it's Thrawn, or it could go really poorly because they're doing too many villains.
You know what happened to the girl who did too much too fast?
Exactly.
She died, Jill.
You got to see. We already know that there's actually going to be lightsaber on lightsaber contact in this.
Yes. One. And did you see what they were fighting on? That's pieces of the Death Star.
Oh.
It has to be. Excuse me. We'll talk while we're rewatching this because, you got Ben Kenobi. We're seeing everybody, our major players, people who've been talked about in the sequel trilogy since it's come out. We've heard Ben Kenobi come up a bunch of times thinking that Rey Rey did hear his voice when she grabbed the lightsaber. Obviously Vader, Boba, and the Mandalorian's coming out, so we have that.
I like that they put, from the first trailer though, that they put Luke's
words over
it, because that makes me think
that all of these characters we're seeing have passed on knowledge.
Well, and that was J.J. Abrams' point. He wants to
connect
everything together.
Yeah.
He wants to bring the prequels and the originals
and the sequels all together.
And she needs to know. She needs to know all of this.
Exactly. She needs to know everything.
If she's going to be the incredible Jedi they want her to be, she needs to know all of this.
Exactly. I mean, right here, we're already...
that place
this is interesting. This is like some sort of market, maybe a party, a carnival, a parade type of thing. Yeah. Are they celebrating? Is this just a hidden place? I mean, it could be, who knows? There's so many desert planets in the Star Wars galaxy. It could be any number of them, but Poe's face looking like relieved that they found it. He was like, relieved that they found whatever they're looking for.
And Leia.
Leia, obviously, you gotta have some of her. Oops.
She better be.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, just...
that is a lot of... yeah.
Look at all of those Star Destroyers. There's just... I count like 12 to 13 rows, and you can't even count how far back they go, because...
yeah, it just fades into the...
yeah, it just fades into darkness. That is so many Star Destroyers. And Palpatine built, even in canon now, he built stuff in the unknown regions. He was sending probes out there constantly.
Well, yeah, obviously they're going to dip into that.
Exactly.
It's that part of the canon, because that's why they're bringing Palpatine, bringing
Looks
it
like
back.
we have Lando's daughter there with Finn. C-3PO with red eyes. Now that's interesting. Whatever this is, shooting into whatever planet this is.
Oh, yeah.
Is it another Death Star type of thing? I don't think so.
No, because that more like just instantly exploded everything around it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
only if it was at full power, though. Remember
That's
Jeddah
fair.
and Scarif. So that depends on how much power they do. But the Death Star was green. But I do believe that
base was red.
the First Order's been using red more in their their plasma discharging. So Rey looks like she's finally training.
Yeah.
She's actually training. You see the droid that Obi-Wan Kenobi uses with Luke on the Millennium Falcon there. It was right in between the trees. So actually training, maybe with a lightsaber and a staff at the same time. So, which she'll need when she comes up against Kylo.
Oh yeah.
Which there's his new starfighter looking back.
Nice.
That was a good.
That does look like the one that was going after her in the original.
Well,
yeah.
I still think that was Kylo coming at her.
It makes the most sense.
This fight, this has got to be on the Death Star. I mean, look there's pieces of debris everywhere.
Yes, it's him.
And then
See, and that's even German.
Palpatine coming in and talking. I mean, all right. So now we're here. This is what everybody on the internet's been talking about. Everybody's talking about this scene. Now, I noticed a couple things when I look at this scene. One, she's got a ring on her finger.
Well, hasn't she had that ring before?
I don't think so, not that I know of.
Okay.
So what else do we see? It's double-bladed lightsaber. It doesn't... I mean, everybody always thought, like, Rey's top of her staff looked like Darth Maul's. That doesn't really look like Darth Maul's. Maybe it could be. But here's what I'm thinking. So I'm still going to kind of hold true to my whole clone theory. That maybe in the disaster of The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson did give us something when Rey looked into that dark side cave. What if Rey, our Rey, is a clone of this Rey?
Could be.
What if this is the real Rey?
That's her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just where she's cloned off of. Or
I know, that's why I said.
yeah.
I used the.
I didn't see the air quotes by that. I mean,
I
could
can't
be
lift my arm
Force
so
Stream.
much.
It could be Palpatine manipulating her somehow, coming in, taking over her body with his consciousness. He's done that in Legends and stuff now, and I mean, it'd be a crazy power for him to have, but it would make sense.
It could be her mother.
Right?
Like, just like a younger, obviously like a flashback maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could be something like that.
Because she looks really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well,
in
and
that.
yeah.
It looks slightly different from, like, it's definitely, obviously,
It's in her
definitely
face.
Daisy Ridley. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, there's something in her face that looks,
It doesn't look like our Rey.
yeah. So that could mean clone, that could mean
Mm-hmm.
lots of things.
And in canon, the dark side, you can possess objects with your essence. So what if, because if you remember, Snoke had that big Duarte ring on his finger that was there at the end of Last Jedi. What if Palpatine was just manipulating Snoke the whole time? So what if Palpatine had been possessing Snoke through that ring? Snoke said he'd seen the rise and the fall, of the Republic, of the Empire. He'd seen all this, the fall of the Republic, the rise of the Empire. He's seen it all. Palpatine was around for all of that still.
It's true.
So I can never die. Vader killed him as Palpatine, couldn't do it. Now they did that. Maybe it is him. Maybe that's why he's saying those things, that he can never die.
Yeah.
Because, Palpatine figured out...
And again, that would kind of fix Rian Johnson's idiot mistake of killing him off, because it's like, well, it doesn't really... Snoke, in a sense, doesn't really matter, because he's just Palpatine.
Yeah, he'll just find another body to possess.
Yeah.
Another willing soul. Kind of like Voldemort in the Harry Potter series,
Yeah.
Kind of attaches himself to another body. One more thing. I know that there's, in the Master Apprentice novel, we finally learn a lot of Jedi prophecies. When the righteous lose the light, evil that once died will return.
Oh.
They kind of... Luke's dead. Technically, there's no more Jedi in the galaxy right now.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
light is gone. Because technically because as of now, we haven't heard Rey actually be declared officially a Jedi Knight
And there's, of course,
or
the theory
anything.
that she'll just be a Skywalker.
Yeah, or if that, so technically the light is gone. So now it's perfect time for Palpatine to come back.
It's true.
That's why Snoke's biggest thing was to find Skywalker, because he needed him gone so that Palpatine can come back. But then there's another one that's like, he who learns to conquer death through his best student will return or live again, or something like that is how it goes. So that could be maybe Luke coming back through, I don't know, maybe Rey, or maybe Ben ends up being his greatest student somehow and he comes back. I don't know, but so there's a lot. That is intense. I did not see that coming.
That's because you don't have Facebook anymore. Otherwise, you would have seen this image like 1,000 times.
It's true. And when it snaps.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Ugh.
That's a really cool lightsaber. I'll give him that. Like,
Her face doesn't move at all. She literally just...
You see what I mean? She looks strange.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, the possession thing would make sense, too, in that case, because
One thing that
obviously
they've
she looked different.
done differently here is not given the main character any type of battle scar. So there's nothing that we can know, because in a Force thing,
Yeah, it's
she
true.
might not have that anymore. Like, that would be gone. Like, so there's Luke lost his hand, so we always had that to tie in case we needed it. He would always have that. And so there's just nothing, so who knows? It'd be nice if she had the big old Kylo Ren scar, because then it'd be, hey, she doesn't have that now. Maybe it's not her. And where is she? Is it a cave? It's too smooth. It's got to be some sort of temple or some sort of cave dwelling. I don't know. But anyways, I mean, I'm just even more pumped. I'm glad that Disney is scaling back their marketing this time
Yeah.
and not giving us too much. I like they're keeping it more in the mystery. I just think The Last Jedi was pushed too hard, and that is a bad sign usually. If a movie is pushed that hard, they know that people are going to be unhappy with it.
Yeah.
So
they try to get everybody on the first night. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But I like how Disney's keeping it back. And they've only really shown us a couple places. I'm pretty sure wherever in the beginning that they were on that planet is the same one that they're being chased on in the other trailer we saw.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to show us too much, and I like that. I will always get my hopes up when it comes to Star Wars. Nothing will stop me. I'm so excited. Obviously, if you guys want us to go more in depth, even do even crazier, be more explain of what we got going on. But I mean, the reason I put all the certain things out, I mean, it's just stuff connecting all the way back. I could have put out even more, but we gotta still have room for our arms and waters. So, but yeah, if you guys want us to maybe go into down some more theories that I have coming out or thinking of, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you want to see or want us to talk about. I hope everybody enjoyed the trailer as much as we did. You know how much we enjoyed it. I still have goosebumps from all of this. And as soon as we're done, I'm going to watch it one more time. At least.
No, my biggest thing was I was excited for you with the lightsaber on lightsaber contact in the trailer.
I know. We're going to
we're getting it.
We need that. Every episode movie should have that. And the other thing that really grinds my gears before we go, I want Disney to call these movies, in their posters and stuff, Star Wars Episode 7, 8, and 9, and then put the Rise of the Skywalker on there. I like that. Those little things. Those little things that count me in. Hopefully we'll get the line, I have a bad feeling about this, spoken in basic. Or with subtitles, either way, I don't care. So, alright guys, well until next time, may the films be with you. That might be my favorite scene too. I'm gonna be honest.
Hello.
That's what I thought. Princess and the Scoundrel. Friends overcoming overwhelming odds. Evil returning to the galaxy. Although I do love that scene. This episode 2 only gets 2. Revenge of the Sith only gets 2. No, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. That's Last Jedi. That's Last Jedi. That's Back to Force Awakens. So that's how they do it. They sneak the Last Jedi in there with a couple other ones. Oh, I guess there's the...
That's because the Luke kissing Leia's forehead was a good
Yeah,
scene
you needed that. C-3PO still has good eyes in that point, just so... It's interesting. Oh my god, that's so many! Who has the time for that? Well, I guess it's been like 40 years. The only other person we've seen in movies throw a lightsaber was Vader.
Yes, it's him.